So, of course, today is my birthday, and I wanted to celebrate with a lot of people that have influenced my experience here, and so that's what we're going to be doing here today. So I'm going to be leaving soon, but I wanted to tell you all how important you are to me, and just to welcome you all here. So I invited you all for a reason. And that's because you've made my experience here in Ibadan very, very special. It's something that I won't forget. I've had a lot of cultural and spiritual edification because of the conversations, because of the ideas that I've shared, because of the laughs that I've shared, the hardships, the complaints that I shared with all of you. So I just want to say thank you, and I want to welcome you. And of course, for people who don't know, now, make I clear something up for you. I am not Chinese. I am not Lebanese. I'm not Indian or French or many of the other things that people mistake me for. I'm African American, but I am Nigerian by blood. So, of course, you know, with African American history, many of us left West African countries, our ancestors anyways, and when they got to the US, they all mixed together and they created African American culture. So in my blood, when I did my DNA test, I have Ghana, Mali, Senegal, I have Congo, Benin, Togo, South Africa. I have a lot of different blood in me from West African countries. So it's 85% African, 65% Nigerian. So that means that the most of me is Nigeria. 35 from the east, 30 from the west. Out of the 65%, 35 is from the east, 30 from the west. Oruko mamami ni Adama. You know, mamami, mamami, Oruko na. Shubon, mamami, wono mon rara nipa, orele Nigeria, nipa asha Igbo. But that name still came down to my mother, who was the firstborn daughter. You know, so the name also fit the circumstances of her birth. So it's just in our blood. And the way that that got handed down, there was no other reason. My grandmother didn't know anything about Africa. She didn't study Africa. She didn't know anything about Igbo culture, but many Igbo people went to the Deep South in slavery. And my grandmother was from the Deep South in the US. So we still carry that blood in us. That African blood is still in us. And there's a lot of cultural, you know, relevance that we have to Africa and to African tradition. So, but I would like to just offer those things and just share a piece of myself and my culture with you, because you shared so much of yourselves and your culture with me. And I would like to say welcome and thank you. And the last thing I'll say is that we need to stay together. We need to stay together. Not just me and you, but Africans, African Americans, people in the African diaspora, people in the continent of Africa. We all need to stay together.
Please, you would bear with us, the team that picked up this documentary. It took us less than a week to come up with it. Making this documentary has been a great journey for me. The first cut was 2 hours, but I had to cut it down to 10 minutes.
Every day is unique. Every day is still centered on Maria.
Where should I you know how I feel? There was a time she told me that she was recording her care.
The time I was not feeling too well, she insisted on following me to the hospital. That was a very, very touching move to me.
Well, Maria, my friend, she's a gentle tiger.
Since I've been working with her, she has been a good woman. I like her and she has been doing well and she's accommodating and all that.
It really means so much to us and you've done so much for us, so you deserve nothing than the best.
I want to say she's just an amazing person. First day she came to my office, she was totally different from every other person I've met, and that was the first encounter. But since then, she's just been an amazing person.
She's a very interesting person, a wonderful person.
Most importantly, something caught my attention during the documentary. It goes a long way to portray her as someone very humble. Because I never knew she was an associate professor, and yet she's very humble. In this part of the world, if you're a professor or a reader and you want to address me, the professor must come first before my name.
Remember, there was a day she asked me, what exactly do your classmates want? I'm not close to her, I'm not her friend, but she gave listening ears, even though she knows what exactly she was going to do. But she was still listening to what you have to say.
All white, come with their hair, they want to make the hair look different, but she was trying to make the hair look natural. One of our first talks was, Maria could be very conservative. She picks her words. At this age of her, she's an assistant professor. You can imagine how much she would have been very diligent in her work. Even though now she's mentioned on full foundation, then she's quite a renowned researcher.
And being the only guy in the department or in the unit, it wasn't really funny. But with her presence, she really made a lot out of me.
Stand up to sing out the birthday song while she cuts a cake. 1, 2, go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
I've been telling people that they shouldn't be afraid to come to Nigeria. They shouldn't be afraid to come to Africa. And it's because I've experienced so much love and appreciation, and I do love and respect that culture of appreciation, of respect, of care, of communalism and humanity, recognizing the humanity in other people that you have here. So thank you so much for edifying my life and for teaching me so many valuable things that I'll always carry with me. Thank you very much.
What is this magic? I need that magic.
All the clothes you dey wear, you be chassis. This your car talk, be like you dey practice. You be too sad, you be ruthless. I dey triple, now you be too fresh. All the moves you dey bust, na chana. Now wahala you dey cause, na yawa. Disgusting, you be stinking. You got a bad guy singing.